You're not exiting the trades because of a bad discipline. You're exiting the trades because something in your past is keeping you safe. We have a belief system that the majority of people, they don't understand, that is constructed between 0 and 5 years old. When you're growing up in a family, actually in a society, you cannot deal with every single people's opinion and filter it. So the closest ones to you, they influence you believing what they believe is right. 9 years ago, when I started trading, I had a big belief, a deep belief, that I would be super rich from trading. So I started trading with one dream, becoming a millionaire. So I was imagining that I'm making like 100K from a trade, 200K from a trade. And in reality, I couldn't even win. Actually, when I was winning small. And when I was losing big. And I was thinking, why? More than 5 years, I was hiring personal coaches. I was going to psychologists. Since 2023, I was totally convinced that that was the problem. My greediness, my bad decisions and discipline. But my main problem, it wasn't that. It was that I was feeling safe, keeping myself broke. Why? Because they taught me that. I learned the hard way. I am from a middle class, not even middle class family. My parents working so hard every single day. I had big dreams, and every single time that I was trying to build them, I was starting from the scratch. I was working really hard. I was super locked in. I was executing every single trade, keeping my journal, every single data. And after 3 months, I was losing all of my account. I was wasting all of my time, all of the hard work that I have done. Why? Because I wanted again to feel safe, to be right. Be right about what? About the thing that they taught me. That I have to try really hard to be in the middle class. So now everybody's wondering, how can I overcome this? I feel what you say. Actually, right now I feel stressed because I'm suffering from the same challenges that you used to. So the first thing that you have to do is to accept it. It took me 7 years to accept that I have this kind of problem. This is what I'm telling to my students every single time. I'm explaining them we're like the onion. Every single sharp face that we have in front is not the only one. If we take this out, we'll find another one and another one till we reach into the core. What is the core of the problem? The main belief system that it was created, that I was feeling safe to keep myself into the middle class and starting again. I was sabotaging myself. So I accepted it. How? I totally understood that after 7 years, I'm repeating the same thing. I'm doing all the hard work. I'm locking into a system. I'm trying to make the difference. And after 3 to 4 months, I'm doing one mistake. I'm sabotaging myself and I'm destroying all the work that I did. After you accept the problem, you're really close to solve it. Because the difficult part is to understand consciously what is happening to you. The second step, it was for me the hardest part, to identify what triggers me to get into this emotional state of sabotaging myself again and again. So you may not believe that, but consider it. Because the majority of traders and the people that they want to make money online, they have that. So it was social media. Social media made me compare myself every single day with what another guy in my age already possess. So if I was looking to a guy that he's like maybe younger than me, he's 25 years old, and he has a really luxury car or a really good house or money in the bank, or I didn't even know if that was true. I was comparing myself. I was comparing my value actually to his value. And that made me self-sabotage and creating the same problem again and again. Why? Because I wanted to feel safe, good, valuable, a person that deserves success fast. Why? Because I couldn't handle the emotion of pain. What was the emotion of pain? Not having what I was thinking that I deserve in the first place. So I wanted to make this go, the emotion of pain, as fast as I could. And the self-sabotage made me understand that is not the way. I have to deal with this problem, be aware of this problem, and try patiently to fix it. The third part that I did is being totally aware that time is subjectively understandable for every single person. I look back at the past and I was like, I spent like 7 years of my life. I was 21 years old. Now I'm 28. I'm not a millionaire yet. Why? Because I was trying to become a millionaire in the first 3 months. What if I was trying to become a millionaire through trading in 7 years? Now I'm still broke. Still I don't have the results that I want. And actually, I'm not in a better place since the last 7 years. So if I had used these last 7 years waiting for the smallest results that I could get, currently, 7 years after, I would have many, many millions. But I couldn't understand this. And I took the decision to change the next 7 years because I couldn't change the last 7 years. So I took the decision to be aware of the time, that I have time. What could you have done if you have taken another decision 7 years ago? Maybe a lot of things. Maybe you could be a millionaire, billionaire. If you do the same thing again and again, you have the same result. So I was right. The last 2.5 years, I created millions, expecting from my strategy and system to give me just a small percentage per trade. Not to give me $1 million from a trade, just a small percentage. And I took all this knowledge that the last 7 years gave me of the hardships, of the pain, and I compounded into creating the new me, into creating an account that from $500, it made $1 million in 14 months. So the compounding knowledge compound my account by asking as a reward a really small percentage every single time. Mindset, it plays a major role into creating money in general, but in trading is one of the most important factors. If you want more insight about how you can create your psychology of a multi-millionaire trader, just drop me a follow.